There he is, Randy Brown in the house.
How are you?
How are you, Randy? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
No doubt.
Have a seat. Welcome to the studio. I apologize for not having you in earlier, but here we are. Good. We're all good, right?
Yes, sir. We're good.
We're all good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I feel like you should be happier. Did you just wake up or something?
No, I'm good, man.
You're just chilling.
I'm chilling.
You're just right here.
Yeah.
You're not like celebrating.
I'm always right here,
You're always right here, right? Nothing gets you really excited?
A few things.
You were pretty pumped up after the fight, like right in the moment.
Yeah, naturally. You know, I got the adrenaline pumping and all that. So,
right.
You know how that is.
What did Kevin Lee say to you out there? Did he say anything to you?
On his way out, I didn't see him on the way out.
You didn't?
When I got here earlier. You know,
oh, okay.
Good dude.
He was rooting for you.
Yeah. A lot of people, the real fighters were rooting for me. You know
really?
What I mean? So
you felt that?
Yeah, I felt like everybody they wanted me to do well, so that was good.
Have you watched the fight?
I watched it a little bit, yeah.
Was that your best performance of your career?
Not of my career, of my UFC career, probably.
Okay.
But there's much more to come, man.
Which was the best performance of your career, if someone wants to go back and look for it?
It was back when I fought a dude, it's this guy, I don't remember his name, but I know it was in Philly. It was like in one of them Philly organizations.
Okay, not Ring of Combat.
No.
Before that?
Yeah.
Best performance of your career, was that earlier in your career?
Yeah.
Really? So how come you haven't been able to top that or recreate the magic?
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure, just experience and, styles make fights.
Right.
So, depending on who I fight, see how it goes next time.
It was interesting. I was going back and looking at your social media in the days and even like the weeks leading up to this fight. You were super confident going into this one. Like the stuff that you were saying, like, just everything. Everything was about how you were, like, there was no doubt you were putting it out there. Why were you so confident?
My experience, man. My experience and just the things that he's been saying and all that. We've grappled before in the past, but I knew that grappling is grappling, you know what I mean? Fighting is fighting.
Right.
So I knew that he's just banking off of the fact that we grappled or something. But I know how good I am. I know what I'm capable of, and a lot of people kind of brush me under the rug, I feel, you know what I mean, or look past me. And
why do you think that is?
I don't know. Maybe my last performance.
Right.
My last performance. I didn't have some of my performances weren't the best, you know what I mean? And some of my performances were great, but people are only going to judge you off of your last performance. So,
right. That was the one back in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
What happened there?
A lot of things went wrong, man. And I could just say underestimation. You know what I mean? You underestimate people, last minute opponent changes, that type of stuff. But you learn, and that's what I said about Mickey. I said he'll learn after this. After we fight, every fighter has that moment. And I told you, that everybody has to go through something. Every fighter that was sitting there went through something to make them a better fighter. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what's gonna happen to Mickey now. I was that fight for him, and Bilal was the fight for me.
Okay. Did you say anything to him after the fight?
Oh, Mickey, yeah.
Yeah. What did you say to him?
I told him that he proved he belonged here. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, I think, he's a lot tougher than people as they're gonna give him credit for, just because of the way I handled him.
Yeah.
But Mickey's jiu-jitsu is amazing, man. He's really good, being the fact that I grappled with him in the past and all that, so I felt him. Mickey's a tough dude. Like, he's a really tough dude, and he's gonna give people a lot of problems, because what happened is now people are gonna underestimate him. Same way he underestimated me based off of my last performances.
Did you say that to him in the cage or in the back?
I said that to him in the back.
Oh, really? Okay. Did you go out and try to find him?
No, we were in the green room eating, and he came up to me, congratulate me or whatever, and I just told him, I was like, hey, you showed people you belong here. Even though it didn't go your way, he went the distance with me.
Right.
That says a lot. I'm a finisher, man.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
Was it awkward at all being in the green room with him after you just fought?
No.
I mean,
this is business, man. This is business. He said all those things that he said.
Yeah.
He had, like I said before, he had to do that. He had to do that to build himself up. He had to do that to make it seem like he's this person, you know what I mean, because of his track record.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was billing himself as a certain type of character, but that catches up with you when you're not being yourself. You know what I mean? So I knew it's a business. It's all like, for me, it was nothing personal for me. I knew what he was doing, you know what I mean? I've been there. But I've learned from those things, and I learned to just, keep it real.
You listened to any of the, like he was on the show and he was saying that he's the best striker in the welterweight division, things like that. How do you perceive when you hear this stuff from him, and you obviously think that you're better? How are you reacting to all of that? Like, have you ever been this pumped up, this motivated for a fight? Because it did get a little personal, I felt at times.
It did get personal, but again, you could say these things.
Yeah.
But I told him at the weigh-ins, I was like, it was here now.
Yeah.
You're going to have to face me. You know what I mean? So you could say whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? He said he was the best striker in the game. I was like, all right, I'm preparing for the best striker in the game.
Okay.
I took him just as serious as I would anybody else, if not more. Because nobody wants to get embarrassed. I want to lose, you know what I mean? Come to someone that with only 4 fights.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know that he's good because I grapple with him. You know, I know he's talented. But there's levels, man, and then there's steps that I had to take to get here. You know what I mean? I've been grinding my whole life. I've slept on mats, you know what I mean? I've been grinding, man. I've lost fights, you know what I mean? I've defended my title as a champion on the local scene. You know what I mean? I've been doing this. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've been through it. He hasn't paid no dues, you know what I mean? He ain't do none of that. So there's levels.
Did you feel like the UFC wanted him to win?
I wouldn't say the UFC. You know, I wouldn't put that on the company.
Okay.
But a lot of people would everyone rooted for him, man. I'm in New York. This is my city.
Yeah, they booed you.
They booed me.
Did you actually hear that?
I heard boos at one point. Every fight, what I like to do is I go in the middle of the cage and I just pick my hands up like this and the crowd goes, ah.
Yeah.
I like that. That feels good. You know what I mean? I went there, it was quiet. You know what I mean? But I will say this, you know what I mean? The tickets were very expensive.
Yeah, they were.
So a lot of my people, you know what I mean? My people from the inner city or whatever, they wasn't gonna be able to make it. You know what I mean? Just based off that. So I know they were home watching and cheering me on, but he's a rich kid from across the bridge over on Jersey. So, you know, everybody's sold out for him. They're gonna buy those tickets, you know what I mean?
Did that piss you off in the moment? Like, oh man, I'm not gonna let this guy actually come in here with these people cheering him.
The whole week.
City.
The whole week he was saying, you know, this is my city, my house, you know? And I was like,
I saw him say that.
I was like, okay. Hey.
He kind of gave you this look when you guys squared off at the media day on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that? Your phone went off.
Yeah.
Who called you?
Bill collectors, man.
For real?
Bill collectors, yeah,
really?
man.
Who's calling you? Which bill collector?
Nah, it's when they call, it's like they have like scams that call people. They always call you.
Oh, yeah.
And they use the first 3 digits of your phone number.
Yes.
You ever seen that? That's been going around a lot, right?
Yeah.
They call me. They're always calling me, and they're telling me about, you know, it's like fraud about my insurance or something.
Bullshit.
And it's like,
yeah.
I'm like, great.
They're the ones who called you in that moment?
Yeah.
Damn. But he gave you this look like, I don't know if you saw it, but it just kind of like,
he's like, come on. Yeah, that's what he said. He was like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, oh, like I'm unprofessional or something. Right. Like, come on, right? Keep it together, you know, that type of thing, you know? And I'm like, all right, we'll see. He was talking to me the whole time during the fight. You know, he's a good guy, you know? Before the fight started, you know, what'd he say? Across there, he's like, it's here now, you know? Now you got to deal with it. And I'm like, bro, I said that to you at the weigh-ins yesterday. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then you get pressed and then you start running. You're talking right up until the moment the ref says fight. I meet you more than halfway.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You rocked him early.
Yeah.
Were you surprised that he survived it?
No, I knew he was tough. Okay. I knew he's game. Like, Mickey ain't no bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's a tough dude. He's gonna give people problems. People are gonna overlook him. I'm telling you. But the thing is he just knew how to just get away and how to run and survive. And I think I wanted to prove to him, like, I'm not afraid of your grappling, bro. You know, I know you have good grappling. He came up here and said all brown belts, was it up here or on Matt Serra's show, something? But he said all brown belts are not created equal. Mm-hmm. You know, he said that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I was like, all right, so let's see. You know, all fighters are not created equal. You know, it's not a jiu-jitsu match. I love jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean? I'm a brown belt myself, you know? It's a part of the game. It's just a piece of what we do. We do so much, you know what I mean? You know, you can't just bank on that and think, you know, because you got me in a jiu-jitsu training session one day. Maybe I just finished training with 6 other guys, you know what I mean? And I come to you and me and you are going at it and you happen to catch me. So, can't do that, man. You know?
Perhaps a false sense of confidence.
Absolutely.
Based on that. So you moved to New York when you were 15 from Jamaica.
Yeah.
But you weren't born in Jamaica, right? You were born in Maryland?
I was born in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, that's right. And how old were you when you moved to Jamaica?
Toddler, probably not even 1 yet. Probably.
Oh, really? Why did your family move there?
My mom, long story short, my mom got deported, you know, ended up being in Jamaica.
Wow. Is she Jamaican?
Yeah.
Okay, so she was here? Mm-hmm. Didn't have the proper paperwork or something?
It's a lot, I grew up a certain lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? My parents lived a certain lifestyle,
really?
Family lived a certain lifestyle, so I just ended up in Jamaica, you know what I mean?
Are they still around?
Oh yeah, my dad is is upstate, and my mom's always, she's around back and forth from Jamaica and all that, so.
Okay, they're not together?
No.
Okay, but so were they together when you moved back to Jamaica?
No.
Oh, okay.
My dad was in jail since I was like 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is he still in jail?
Yeah.
Oh, what did he do, if you don't mind me asking?
He want to get into that. There's a whole lot. There's a whole lot. I can't even get into that right now.
And are you in contact with him?
Yeah, I talk to him every day. I talked to him before I came here.
How do you talk?
He can call me.
Oh, really? Just like that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So he watches your fights and everything?
Sometimes he got to see this one. He only saw my fights on Fox. He can't see anything else.
Because Fight Pass or whatever. Yeah. He doesn't get that. Wow.
This is the 3rd fight he's seen.
So you actually, I mean, that must be great as opposed to like fighting on pay-per-view.
Yeah, because he won't be able to see it. Yeah, so he's able to see this, and it was good,
You visit him?
Yeah. I go visit him sometimes. He's extremely proud of me. He's always stressing the fact that, I'm living my life in a positive way, and not doing the things that, that can take me off track and all that. So,
were you ever in danger of going down those wrong tracks?
People ask me this all the time, naturally, you know what I mean? From just surroundings, being in Jamaica, you know what I mean? People that I'm around, it's what it is. But I'm not stupid, you know what I mean? I was a kid of common sense. I've always had common sense, But you're just young and dumb, you do shit, you know what I mean? You do stupid stuff, but nah, I know better.
Did you have siblings? You have siblings?
Yeah.
How many?
Brothers, like 8 brothers, 7.
8 brothers?
Oh.
Wait.
Let me see. I got a lot of brothers, man. I was maybe like 7, like 7 brothers.
Any sisters?
1 sister.
1 sister?
No, 2 sisters.
2 sisters?
Yeah.
All from the same parents?
My dad, only 1 sister from my dad.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Are you close with them?
Yeah.
All of them?
All of them.
Wow, do they live in New York?
Some of them. Some of them live in New York. I have a brother in Cali. I have another brother in Miami, one in Colorado.
Any of them fighters as well?
Nah, I'm the only fighter.
You're the only one. Why'd you choose fighting? How'd you get into this?
I was the youngest, man. I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest of all of them.
yeah, I'm the youngest. I'm always getting into stuff, you know what I mean? And
were they picking on you?
Oh, naturally,
okay.
But I was good, I always wanted to, I was just feisty, man. I was that little kid always trying to get into something, you know what I mean? My mom put me into boxing, so I started off boxing.
Yeah.
Boxing for a long time, did the gloves and all that a few times. And
in Jamaica?
No, here.
Okay, once you moved over.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was it,
How do you go from boxing to MMA?
Now, that's when I'm going back and forth from Jamaica now again, right? There was a school that I was going to in the city, right? Okay. Right down the street from Henzo's.
Oh, wow.
And the first fight that I saw was Joe Stevenson versus BJ Penn.
Oh, yeah. UFC 80.
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Mm-hmm. I saw that fight and I was like, hey, what's this? I like this. I think I could do this, you know what I mean? So I was looking for a box. I just said that, you know what I mean? Like, I'll try that. I'll do that. And then I'm looking for a boxing school. Can't really find any gyms or anything like that, but they're around, And one day I just wandered in Henzo's, like down the street from my school. I was like on a break or something and just wandered in there. And the rest is history.
Wow, so you were training there?
Yeah.
Any of like the pros there? Any of the big names were there at the time when you went?
When I just started, I don't think Sapo was even in the UFC yet.
Okay.
When I just got there, just someone I looked up to at the time, probably there was Dave Branch was there at the time. Coming up.
Yeah.
A few guys, man. A few guys. That's the thing too. I started off doing BJJ. Over there. So people like going with Mickey. People like, oh, he might get submitted. I'm like, I wrote it. Yeah. John Danaher is someone that my teacher's a black belt under Henzo. You know what I mean? Like I'm in the mix with top jiu-jitsu guys every day. You know what I mean? Like I'm not worried about jiu-jitsu. You know what I mean? I'm good.
So when you watch that BJ Penn Stevenson fight, like what about it interests you? Why? I mean, it was a great fight, and BJ looked like an amazing.
BJ had hands, man.
Yeah.
BJ was
That's
putting.
The one where he licked it.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this is crazy. BJ was putting.
You had never seen MMA prior to that?
Nah, that was my first MMA fight.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, this is.
How did you
crazy.
see it? How did you come across it?
Scrolling.
Okay, it was on Spike that fight.
Yeah,
you just saw it on TV.
Yeah, I just saw it on TV.
Okay,
man.
Wow.
And I liked it, and rest is history, man.
That's amazing.
Like,
So do you think if you don't see that fight, if you don't get attracted to MMA, you go down the boxing route?
Boxing, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely, without a doubt.
Did you never fought pro boxing?
No.
Amateur?
Yeah, just amateur.
Do you still have aspirations to do that or no?
You never know. But
for now, you like MMA?
Yeah, for now, I like MMA. But, I'm sparring with great, amazing boxers, good talent, a lot of amateurs coming up that you're going to hear a lot about in the future, once they turn pros. So, yeah, I've been getting it in with some top boxers, so I wouldn't mind. You never know, one day.
How old were you when you moved back to New York? Or when you came to New York from Jamaica?
15.
15, okay. And then you've stayed here since.
Yeah, and I've just been going back and forth.
What'd you like better, growing up in Jamaica, or because you kind of came in the middle, right, of your adolescence? What did you like better, New York or Jamaica?
I love Jamaica just because of the food, my people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Weather,
I just love being, in Jamaica. It's just fun, But being here, it's more. I feel like it's more luxuries. It's more.
Sure.
Yeah, safer. You know what I mean? I like just running water.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? So
it was like that for you.
Yeah.
No running water?
Where I grew up, no.
Wow. What'd you do?
We had to go down. We lived on captured land, man. Captured land is basically like it's kind of like squatting. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah. So
really?
You go and you just build a house on a piece of land or something. So it was like a little community house here, house there, house there, house there.
Okay.
But there was a pipe that came on like one time every day for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Like down the hill, way down the hill. And we used to go down there, catch water, walk back up the hill. So you see like people just going down, catching water and coming back up. Yeah.
Throughout your time living there? All 15 years? Wow. And who builds the house? Like you just go on the land, you just build it yourself?
Yeah, you just go there and build, But it's not legal or anything. That's not what you should be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's just,
no one comes? No one comes and tells you can't be here?
No, because it was like a community. It became a community, and what happens is the government might come in and they say, all right, you guys been living here, you know what I mean? Pay us such and such, and then you own it. You just pay something cheap or whatever.
Did that happen?
To this day, not yet.
Really?
Yeah, there's so many people there now. It's like a little community. There's like nice houses up there now and everything. It's crazy.
What's the name of the town?
How do you name it? Techford in Old Harbor.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hear your accent come out when you say that. You speak, was it patois?
Yeah, man.
You speak? Yeah, you speak it. Oh, man.
Patois, very well, man, very well.
I love it. I was like obsessed with Jamaican culture as a kid, believe it or not. Like I would do projects on Rastafarians.
You get the dreads and all that?
So I had the fro. I had the fro, but I couldn't quite do the dreads. But my favorite athlete ever till this day is Patrick Ewing. And of course, he's from Kingston.
Yeah.
And he was doing his thing in New York. And so like I love Jamaica. I mean, Cool Runnings was awesome, Everything about Jamaican culture I love. But I feel like, us, we only know a certain side. I mean, like that's a whole different side of Jamaica that
Yeah, but Jamaica, all in all, even growing up like that, Jamaica is beautiful.
Yeah.
You don't even know. You know what I mean? You don't even know that. It's just part of life. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? But Jamaica's beautiful, man. Like I love Jamaica. I wouldn't trade Jamaica for anything in the world.
You think you'll ever go back there?
Oh, absolutely.
To live full time?
It's possible, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe in my retirement or something,
And so how big of a deal, like when now that you're in the UFC and doing well, are you getting
it's
some
huge.
attention?
It's huge. I was in the paper a few times down there. I was on a talk show one time, after I fought Graves, I went down, I was on Smile Jamaica.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm down there a lot, man, doing a lot of things
recognition.
down there. Yeah.
Well, so cool. You got signed obviously from looking for a fight. Did you know that day that Dana was there?
Yeah, no.
You knew? Someone told you beforehand?
Yeah.
So in your mind, were you like, okay, this is my chance? Did you say to yourself, I had to do something? No?
No.
Really?
I was in a different mind at that time too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So for me, it was more go and do what you do. And if you do what you do, you'll be noticed.
Okay.
I just knew it because I was just finishing people back to back. I was just getting crazy finishes at that time. And I was like, yo, nobody can stop me. I don't care whoever they put in front of me. If I think Dana White, then I'm have stress to perform and do something out of character.
Right.
But at that, I didn't think about any of that. And I just focused on the fight. I focused on doing me as best as I could. And I knew wholeheartedly that I'll be noticed, and I was.
So you win the fight and then they bring you to the back to meet him? What was that like? You knew who Dana White was, right?
Yeah.
Of course. You never met him at that point.
No, I never met him at the time. I was excited, man, at the time. That's probably a highlight of my career. He came backstage and he was like, hey, man, I'm interested. I'm interested, you know. And I was telling him, I was like, yo, I'm brash. I can light this division up, man. Just give me a chance, you know. And he was like, yo, I'm interested. Let's do it. Mm-hmm. Then he gave me a call, like maybe like a month later.
A month? Mm-hmm. Personally?
Yeah.
He actually called you?
Yeah, I was driving. He took down
your number?
Yeah.
Okay, what happens?
He gave me a call, and he was just like, my coach was we were coming from Henzo's, actually. We were just training. And my coach stepped out the car to go get something to eat. We were stopping at the store or whatever. And I stayed in the car, phone rang, and he was like, hey, what's up, man?
Is Dana White?
Yeah, it's Dana 702
number?
I think so, from Vegas number.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's up? It's Dana White. I was like, what's up, man? He's like, you know what this is about, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I'm here. He said, I'm here to fuck up your holidays, because the fight was January.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, and I was like, hey, let's do it.
Were you pissed?
Nah.
No.
I was excited. It's my UFC debut.
Yeah, that's right. How did you react? Like, did you celebrate? What did you do? Your coach comes back in the car and you're like, hey, I just booked the Dana White.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Celebration was, I was just hyped, man. My celebration was just to get in the gym, motivated more than ever, just to grind and just crush whoever I fought, you know? Mm-hmm. That was it.
And so has it gone the way you imagined? Because there's been like a couple you win a couple, then you have a setback. This, I feel like, is the most high profile, even more so than your debut, because it was MSG, because it was Mickey Gall. Would you agree? Like now I feel like, okay, this is like the next chapter.
Yeah,
this is the beginning of something new. You feel that same way?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. You know, the way Sage blew up from the show, you know what I mean? I thought that it would be just like that, but it's very different. It's very different than people think, you know? My path was very different from Sage's path, you know? My path was very different from Mickey's path, you know? So I had the realest path, you know what I mean? So, and I feel like it's better. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, you know what I mean? I fought real competition, you know what I mean? And I'm sticking to that, you know? And it makes me a better fighter, a real fighter.
Was that hard to deal with that for like that, you know, like Sage starts off, he wins a few in a row, you know, to suffer the setback and things like that? Was that hard? Like, oh man.
Nah, man, this is part of the game. It's part of my story, you know what I mean? It's part of my story, you know, and things happened in my life and in my career for a reason to make moments like this that much better, you know what I mean? Because I told you before, man, when we were on that line, I said, everybody here has experienced something. Everybody, man, you know, every fighter has been through something. And something I went through, it changed me in those fights, you know what I mean? It changes you, it does, you know? A loss changes, it sounds cliche, you learn from it, but it's so true, man. I lost and I just didn't have the mindset. I watched back the fight and I'm like, yo, what am I doing? Like, my mind's not right, you know what I mean? I'm looking at people outside the cage during the fight, you know, I'm like doing just stupid stuff because, you know, sometimes in your mind when you think you're better than someone, so what happens is you fight down to their level sometimes, and sometimes even that, you need to just stay focused, you know what I mean? I remember walking out, seeing all my friends, I'm in the Barclays Center, you know what I mean? The crowd is loud for me, I'm like, yeah. You know, I'm thinking about too much things that's not important right now. I needed to be in that moment.
Right. Fighting at MSG, what was that like?
That was amazing. It was amazing.
Other than the booze. Yeah. But just like being there in that building. Yeah,
that was huge. I was in my warm-up room was the Knicks.
Oh, get out of here. Really?
Yeah,
that's incredible.
That was cool.
Wow.
The lockers all tall and all that. Yeah.
The logo in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's amazing.
And when I took a shower, the showers were like tall. And I'm a big guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the showers, I had to stretch all the way up just to get the shower head. You know what I mean?
You had Ewing Spirit in there.
Yeah.
I feel like he was playing. You obviously knew of him, right? When you moved here, was he already gone?
I'm not sure. I don't even.
You never watched him?
I'm not into basketball like that.
Patrick Ewing?
I play basketball, but I'm not. I know who he is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Course.
But I don't keep up. You know
Fair enough. So you're there. You fight early. Did you stick around and watch the other fights?
Yeah, definitely.
In the back or in the arena?
I tried to go to the arena. They wouldn't let me out.
Yes.
They wouldn't let me out.
Of the three title changes, which shocked you the most?
Joanna, absolutely.
Really? Okay. That's what everyone's saying.
Hands down.
You didn't expect that?
I don't think anybody expected that.
Especially like that, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe win a decision, not knock her down.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. Rose was just a beast. Rose was just focused the whole time I saw her. Every time I saw her, she was just quiet.
Yeah.
You know, and she was just, you know, she had her head on straight and she knew what she was there to do. And that comes with experience, you know.
Did you think GSP would beat Bisping?
No.
You didn't?
Nope.
Wow. Were you pulling for him? Or were you neutral?
I was neutral, but I just was, anyone that asked me about it, I was like Bisping.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was like Bisping.
It's crazy to me. No one was picking GSP.
Because it's hard, man. You come back from
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A guy that's been active, even though he's old too, but he's been active. He's been in it. You know what I mean? You haven't really been in it. Hey, but he was in it. He was throwing hands and took him down.
I feel like people forgot just how good GSP was.
Yeah, definitely.
He's just on another level. I mean, I think he's the greatest ever now, especially winning another belt in another division. But to do that to Michael Bisping, who doesn't get submitted, I mean, he's only been submitted once in his entire career. He's like, Bisping's greatest trait is just how durable he is, right?
Yeah, he's hard to hold down.
Yeah.
He's squirmy.
Broke him. Didn't even tap.
Nah.
Unbelievable.
He's a warrior, though.
Yeah, I think that was one of the greatest, if not the greatest cards. And that, like, those 3 title fights, the best. Do you agree?
Well, four title fights.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about yours.
Fights.
You get an actual belt for that? The Looking for a Fight belt?
I need to.
Yeah. He's the one who threw that down, right?
Yeah.
That was his idea.
I'm the champ now, right? I'm Looking for a Fight champ, so.
So what do you think? What makes sense next? You're not. You said on Saturday when you spoke to us in the scrum, you're like, we have something, we're talking, but now's not the time. Why is now not the time? Why is Saturday night not the time? Isn't that when you get the most attention?
Yes, but I got to go over it with my team.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Make sure, you know how it is.
Yeah,
Got to go over, make sure everything is aligned.
He said he had a name already that he was going to call out.
That's the problem, man.
He was looking past you.
That's the problem. This is the fight business, man. Right. One fight at a time.
Right.
You know, and he'll learn that moving forward. You know what I mean? I've learned that now moving forward. I've looked past people and then they, boom, and I was like, oh, shit. I didn't expect him to beat me. You know, I expect this. This is the game. You got to be focused, man.
So who's the name? Tell us now. Who do you got? What do you want?
For me, there's a few things we're working on. You know, I like Neil Magny. I think me and him will put on a great show.
You know he's fighting Condit next.
I saw that. So you know, I was like,
he's a little tied up.
A little tied up, but we'll see. You know what I mean? Anything's possible. You know, but I'd like to get somebody.
If not Neil.
If not Neil, I don't know yet. We'll go over with my team and see what they want, and then we'll move forward from there.
That's 2 New Yorkers fighting.
I know, man. I know, but just stylistically, I think it puts on a show for the fans.
Right.
You know what I mean? Him and Condit will be, that'll be a bar burner too. Yeah. But I feel like me and him would do it up.
Who do you think wins that fight?
I don't know.
Magny or Condit?
I don't know.
Condit also coming off a layoff.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like Magny's hit a bit of a rough patch lately. You trying to pick him off?
He's in a weird. I'm not trying to pick him off. You know, it's not really my style. It's just personally, I think it's a great matchup. I think it's a good fight for me and for me, him, and the fans. I'm sure he'll be interested. You know, but we'll see. I'm not really sticking to that.
One thing that Rose said after the fight, I don't know if you saw it. She was like, and I'm paraphrasing here, like, there's been a lot of crap talking in MMA. I want to try to bring back some honor to martial arts and things like that. I feel like you're someone who would get behind that. You're not down with all the crap talking.
Nah, man, I'm down with just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be who you are. You know what I mean? Don't try to. Since Conor has done a lot for the sport, it's good. He did that. That's his way, man. He did his thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody's like, oh, this is how you get the money. This is how you do it. It's like, that's fine, you know what I mean? Defend yourself, speak up for yourself, speak the truth. When people getting out of line and saying like stupid shit that's like, what? That don't even make sense, you know what I mean? Speak up for yourself and speak the truth, but don't be an asshole, you know what I'm saying? Don't be an asshole. This is martial arts. This is martial arts, you know what I mean? We got into this through some type of traditional way, you know what I mean? We like, everyone in here we seen like Bruce Lee movies, you know what I mean? This is how we grew up, you know what I mean? We watch like, everyone has done karate at some point, you know what I mean? You know better, you know what I mean? It's not boxing, you know what I mean? I had a boxing background and I'm still more, I'm not coming in here wilding out, you know what I mean? You gotta have some type of respect and honor for the sport, what we do.
You feel like there's pressure because of the success that some of the legendary crap talkers have had?
In the beginning, yes. But
you have felt that?
Yeah.
That you had to speak up?
But then you break character. Then you're not yourself no more. You start to be someone else, and every time camera comes on, you're trying to you're doing too much, you know what I mean? Now I don't have to do that anymore. I did that, you know what I mean? I tried.
Okay.
Didn't work. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, what am I doing? Be yourself and just do what you do.
Okay.
And here I am. I'm just doing what I do, man. I'm not really if you want to take it there though, you know what I'm saying? If you want to talk crazy, hey, we're gonna take it there, right? But at the end of the day, you gotta face me. And when you face me, let's see how it goes.
When do you want to return?
I'm gonna take some time, with my family, over the holidays and all that, Who knows, maybe March, sometime around there.
Okay. No real rush.
No real rush, man. I had a 9-month layoff.
Yeah.
Since I went pro in 2014, I fought every 2 months.
Wow.
Since 2014.
Wow.
Yeah, never
so this
stopped.
9 months was the longest.
Yeah, this is the longest I've ever been out. But I felt great. I took the time to work on my holes. Everyone had holes, you know. I had some holes, and I filled them up, man. And I had a great time doing so. You know, I was able to just focus. I did some jiu-jitsu matches, tournaments. I did a super fight on Rise Invitational.
How'd that go?
That was great. I won via darts.
Oh, wow.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah. So I got a chance to wrestle. I'm in the wrestling rooms now, you know what I mean? So I get a chance to just develop my skills, man. You know, skill development takes time. So.
Did you enjoy having his blood all over the place on you?
Oh, yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
Really? Why?
Yeah, chop session, baby.
Okay.
Chop session, you know? We always talk about that, me and my teammates and my friends and my brothers or whatever. We got this thing we talk about, man. It's chop session.
Chop session.
Chop session.
What does that mean? Cut them up?
Chopping people up.
Okay.
Chopping people up.
See, that's why I could never be a fighter. I would run. I'm a little too much of a hypochondriac to have some blood all over me.
Nah.
You could have paid homage to your guy BJ Penn and licked the gloves afterwards.
I didn't even think about it.
That was a perfect opportunity. It would have been full circle after that.
Yeah, right.
Would you ever do that, or you draw the line at that?
I think I draw the line.
Yeah,
I tasted his blood in my mouth at the end of the fight. And,
Damn, why? Because it was just all over the place?
It was just all over the place.
Ah,
I was
gross.
Like, he asked, before the fight, he did say he hoped he gets to bleed.
Okay.
Yeah, so he got to bleed.
You gave him what he wanted. Well, congratulations, man. Great victory, great performance. You backed up everything that you said. And I'm really happy that we can have you in studio and talk about it, all right?
All right, thank you for having me.
You can tell Matt, your guy Matt, that, you know, no hard feelings. It was my bad. It was my bad. He called me out, but we made it happen. I was a little slow, but I'm happy that you're here.
Everybody loves a winner, right? That's what they say. So that's how it goes. I get it. That's how it goes. It is what it is.
I'll take the L. But no, congratulations. It was great, and it was really cool to see you in New York. I think you were the only New Yorker on the card, right?
Yeah.
That was crazy. And they booed you, the New Yorkers, or the New Jersey people. They
came over.
He gave me this when he was in studio.
Throw it out. I'll give you another one.
Okay, you give me a New York one?
I'll give you a New York
All right, cool. Thank you, Randy. Joe will walk you out over there. I appreciate you coming in.
Thank
Congratulations.
you, man. Yes, sir.
Enjoy the victory and looking forward to the next one.